What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Figured we'd do a late night stream tonight. How's everybody doing? Crazy Train, how you doing, bro? I've been thinking about you, man. I'm gonna message you later. Um, if I forget to message you tonight, don't worry. I'm not gonna forget to message you. Period. You've been on my mind. I was gonna talk to you about something. It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna talk to you about something offline. Positive stuff. Positive stuff. All right. Hero MJ and Phil Jackson. That's a dub, my friend. That is a dub. That's a dub and then some. You know me. I'm big on Michael Jordan and I'm big on Phil Jackson in real life and in this game. It's hard to pass up on both of those. I'm actually thinking about putting Michael back into my lineup as much as I love T-Mac for competitive gaming. I've been struggling to use T-Mac a lot lately. He's hit or miss. You sound out of breath. I'm a little bit out of breath. I'm moving around. I just got settled in. I'm sitting down. We had a night tonight out as a family. I've been running around. I haven't taken asthma or allergy medicine in a little while, so at some point tonight I'll take a short break and get some in me. I just want to get on and start streaming. Had just a desire to stream. But yeah, I've got like asthma and allergy stuff that goes on with me, and I've been curious at how much my breathing is sounding through. When I was first doing streaming, I was actually hearing myself quite a bit breathing, and I didn't like that. So hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. I sometimes am a real heavy mouth breather, so I apologize for that. It's like I'm hyperventilating. That's not good. It's been getting worse, man. I'm not gonna lie. My asthma's been getting a little worse. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm gonna actually hit my inhaler real quick. Stand by. All right, I'm back. I use my inhaler a little bit, see if that helps me out. It's just that time of year. You thought you'd have to do CPR. That's outstanding. That's outstanding. So what you been grinding on? You got MJ, you got the all the hero stuff. I think we're going to do a no money spent slash look at some cool new stuff like Mike Bibby here. We're also going to take a look at Chris Bosh. Obviously, I think I prefer Chris Bosh over Kevin Garnett, and I'm a big Kevin Garnett fan. I'm not saying I'm retiring my Kevin Garnett card just yet, but I do really like this Chris Bosh card. He's got a quick release. We threw some Kobe Grinches on him to give you guys a little more detail what happened since our last time streaming, last episode. We went ahead and got our other Carmelo Anthony sold off. We pulled two Dark Matter Carmelo Anthony's. It was a ton of fun. I was psyched. I was pumped. Able to do it on live stream. Hard to beat that, right? Hard to beat that kind of fun on a live stream. And so we got both of those guys, and we sold one, and we got about 465K for it. And I was able to turn that around and get a Chris Bosh. And I went and bought an extra Kobe Grinch. And what's funny about that is Kobe Grinch dunking. I go and buy the shoe in anticipation of getting this card. And then I see a card that has it already on there. So I went and bid on it. And to give you a little reflection, I bid on a card with nothing on it. And it went for like 400K. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay 400K. So I go and I bid about not quite 400. I think I bid like 380 or 375. I end up getting the card for just over 300K or just under 300K. It was something ridiculously cheap with the Kobe Grinch on it. So I'm pretty excited about that. So now we got some extra Kobe Grinch shoes that we could use for a later card or to update another card and make it more current and usable. And then this Luca, we don't need this Luca, do we? So we're going to send him to our auctions. And what else did we redeem here? Oh, that's right. That Luka card I didn't want to redeem. It was this Luka card I think that we wanted to redeem. Bear with me. Bear with me. We just got some extra cards here. This Luka card is the rewards one on the exchange. Just playing TTO, Bosh's money. Yeah, man. Love you too, Brody. Love you too, Brody. This is cool that you're here and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Got to thank my wife for she got another young man to follow me. We're out playing some laser tag at a video game place at Summit. It's called out here in Colorado, and she just was jabbing it up. My wife says I'm the talker. But I'm in there playing laser tag, and after I get done, this young man comes up to me and says, "Hey, so I hear you're a big streamer." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know if I'm big, but I'm streaming a lot." And turns out he's a video game fanatic like we are, and he loves 2K. So if you happen to catch this, Captain Turtle 45, I want to say thank you for the follow, my guy. Got Chris Middleton up in here. This is nice. I come in handy for doing some agenda work. I think he's going to come in handy for doing some spotlight challenges and things, because this is the same one as the pink diamond, basically, right? This copy and paste. And this one in particular is a Bucks one, whereas I think the other one was a Detroit card, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I think it was his Detroit card that was the rewards card. And yo, what's up, Tammy? What's good? What's good? So that's a bunch of that out the door, and let's see what's going on over here. We had some extras that we put up for sale here that we sold off. We also got some extra contracts that we sold off. I like to sell some contracts. You know, I call this my no money spent. This, by the way, I'm getting rid of Chris Webber. I bought that Chris Webber with some Grinches on it, and I'm going... Not this one. This is my original. We're keeping that one. But I bought one with clamps, and I think I threw Grinches on it. But I think I'm going to sell him. I was using him a comp, and I just wasn't feeling it. I apologize. What was I going to sell off here? I'm going to sell off Weber and Luka. Let's see what this Weber's going for. I don't think he's going for much, but we're going to sell him the Amethyst. Yeah, he's not going for much MT. But hey, a little bit of MT helps, right? If you're trying to be no money spent, which this is a blended account, so obviously this account is Hall of Fame credit card, right? This is Hall of Fame credit card account and nothing more. Nothing more, nothing less. So, all right, we'll put this up for like $14.50. Better than nothing. And then this, I think that Luka card goes cheap. If I'm not mistaken, he only goes for about $1,200 or so. Yeah, not even that much. If he's not going for at least $11.50, we're just going to quick sell him. Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. So, some of these lineups I was running were pretty outstanding. I was calling this the EQ fighter, but that's not what it was. So what I had going for a little tournament gameplay earlier that just wasn't feeling it. Weber was getting his ass whooped by Rajon Rondo. And then over here, I had KG. Actually, I had KG lurking here. And then this was T-Mac. And then I was starting him. And this just was struggling. This lineup was struggling badly for me. Struggling to hit shots, struggling to do things. Both T-Mac and Melo were missing. And so was AK. Zion, thank goodness, was getting it done. So I'm going to try something a little different. T-Mac, I hate to do this with T-Mac, but I want to try something different. I want to get back to, we'll leave Melo around because we promised people some Melo gameplay. Kevin Garnett is out for this gameplay. I actually like D-Rob too. A lot of bigs. I got a lot of bigs in here. I want to get Michael in here. And Weber's just got to go. I just can't get away from James Harden here. I cannot get away from James Harden. I actually like D-Rob next to Wilt. That's actually really nice right there. But we're going to keep it like this. We could actually do this here. That's actually pretty outstanding. And we'll put Bosh up in here. And we'll just have Giannis kind of lurking as a backup for us. We're going to make it hard on ourselves tonight. Okay, let's make it hard on ourselves tonight. We got enough people that don't have steady, I think, in order to get things done. This should be fun. And we'll use Phil Jackson. We'll really get our butt whooped by the algo here is what we'll do. Should we do that? Should we get our butt whooped by the algo? Give me a holler on that. Hero Magic is still good. Tammy says, use quick silence this card. Would Bosh be good? A good 5. Bosh would be pretty good at the 5, yeah. I like him at the 4 a little more, but he's 6'11". He's 6'11". He's got a great wingspan. Here's the attributes that you need to look at if you're going to decide if you're going to run an under 7-foot center. Okay, and he's 6'11". So if he was 6'10", I would really question it. Like Giannis is 6'11", so I don't worry about him going at the center. Although he's not my first choice. He's 6'10". He's a little undersized in my book as a center, but I use him because he's just so darn good. In fact, he was my saving grace. I was going up against somebody at Taco Fall, and even though he was losing the rebound battle to Taco Fall, he was helping because this guy was paint sitting, so I had Durant in there. The other one I was helping out with the paint sitting was Bosh. Bosh is just money. So the things that you want to look at is going to be the wingspan. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a breakdown here. Let me get into the DB2K website real fast. We're going to look at Bosh. I'm going to tell you what his wingspan is offhand. He has an excellent wingspan. So his wingspan is 7'3". All right, it's an excellent wingspan. So the other thing you're also going to look at is, for me anyway, I need someone who could shoot. 96, 94. Okay, he can shoot. He's able to block. 94 block, 94 interior defense. So when you get a coach in there or a Hall of Fame defensive leader, those are like maxed out basically. Same thing with the rebounding. He's got 97. He's slow for me. So I've put the Kobe Grinches on him. But a center, that's probably where he's best suited with that speed being at 91. He's not slow, but he's slow for the way I want to play. His strength is a 94, which is adequate. I say adequate for a center because if I go into the 2K DB, you got these bigs like Shaq, who are going to outmuscle him, okay? But as a 94 strength, he is maybe top 20, okay? There's a lot of other guys that are stronger than him that might outmuscle him a little bit, okay? So that's a little bit of a concern, but it's not bad. You get him a Hall of Fame defensive leader, it's probably going to be okay. His lateral quickness in 87, again, that's going to boost up. His pass perception is a little low, but look at his defense consistency, offensive consistency, help defensive IQ. They're all quite high. The other thing you're going to look at is the defensive tendencies, especially contest and block, and they're both very high. So he would make an excellent center. Are there other options? Yes, I am. And he rebounds very well. The badges that you're going to look for, he has rim protector, box. He has clamps, so that makes him great for everything on the switch, pick and roll switch. He has heart crush. He has intimidator. He has moving truck. Hard to get moving truck. I can't find it anywhere, so you got to get that badge on a card off rip. So he's got the Hall of Fame moving truck. You got the Hall of Fame rebound chaser, Hall of Fame pogo stick, post move lockdown, tireless defender, trapper, worm. He's got everything you want. Okay, Hall of Fame deep hooks, pick and roller, pro touch, downhill. He's got the dream shake. He's clutch shooter, dead eye, flexible. He's got deep fades, greed machine, hot runner, hot star, ice and veins. Honestly, as a center or a big, he's perfect for his badges and everything. Me personally, I'm just a fan of his release. So I'm more of a fanboy of this card than most. And I'm playing really well with this card, at least in the competitive play I did. I really like the card. I really like this card. So I just want to give you a little feedback on that. Let me get caught up in the chat here. And I hate how this thing doesn't give me my chat back. Like I cleared out of this. I leave him at the 4, not so much the 5, so he gets bullied hard on the current at the 5. So, hey, right now, guys, if I miss your comment, go ahead and send it again to me. For some reason, when I exited off my phone, I use my phone to do the stream manager. When I exited off of this, it didn't keep my chat for me. That's actually really disappointing. If one of the moderators can screenshot the chat for me, please, and send it to my phone. I don't know if my moderators are paying attention right now. I need one of my moderators to screenshot the chat after Tammy asked me about Chris Bosh being a good center. Can someone please send that to me? Thank you. I said, why the hell are you selling Luca? I'll slap you and you're using Harden over Luca. I'm dead inside. So have no fear. Have no fear. Let me tell you what the caveman, aka Papa Pack, has done. So Papa Pack has two Lucas. The problem that Papa Pack here is having is that this Luca here has Hall of Fame clamps, and he also has Hall of Fame post spin, and he has Hall of Fame rebound chaser, and he's a beast, and we're keeping him, okay? But this other one is my original owner card. So if I was to send a collection, he's original owner. Okay. And so I'm having a hard time getting rid of this original owner card. I probably should just sell it and give up the original owner moniker because it has some extra Hall of Fame badges too. This one here, I believe I added Tireless Defender. And what else did I add to him? I can't remember now. I think I added Green Machine. I had a Green Machine and Tireless Defender. So those are good badges. Same thing with C Wibble here, Chris Webber, C Wibble. I've got two of them. I got one Hall of Fame clamps, one without. So I've been kind of waiting for the market to calm back down, make sure everybody's doing well and is high. If you want me to use Luca, we could throw Luca in here. I just do really well with Harden personally. And I want to have Carmelo up in here, to use. I got DeMar Rosen, DeRozan. To be honest, the guys that I do best with is probably this lineup here. And not this guy. We're not doing this. I like the card, don't get me wrong, but I'm just better with other options. I would say Kobe is probably one of the top two for me. This is a nice little lineup here. That's a nice lineup right there. In fact, yeah. Anyways, what I wanted to do though is use this lineup and see if we get smacked up by the EQ. What do y'all think? I feel like Bosh will be good as center on next gen, but not as much current. Well, clamps don't really matter on next gen. I have to get back to you on that. I don't know if his release is better. Do you know if his release is better on next gen? I haven't used his card on next gen. I've been playing just current gen. Should I sell Magic for Hero Harden? Honestly, yes. My opinion, just my personal opinion for the way that I play. So here's why I would say that. So I have a Harden, this Hero Harden, and then I have Magic. Where's Magic? Come here, Magic. There's Magic. So here's the deal with this Magic card. I love his post game. I love his size. I like his defense. I cannot shoot with this darn card to save my life. I mean, I can kind of shoot with him, but not really. I can shoot the ball way better with James Harden, so that makes him more of a threat. Magic's going to rebound a little bit better, and I do mean just a little bit better because Harden is a rebounding machine, especially with this Hall of Fame rebound chaser. All right, he's got Hall of Fame rebound chaser. I don't think Magic has that, does he? Let me see here. Yeah, for some reason Harden's just getting after the loose ball, man. He's just always there getting after the loose ball. Harden also has he's glitch card. So he's got Hall of Fame Dimer, Hall of Fame Pickpocket, Hall of Fame Pick Dodger. He's got Hall of Fame Clamps, Hall of Fame Heart Crusher, Intimidator, Tireless Defender. Then he's got all these contact finishing badges, Handles for Days, Space Critter, Unpluckable, Deadeye, Flexible, Green Machine, Range Extender, and no steady shooter. So if you're on current gen, man, I'm telling you, and he doesn't do that weird walk up the court. Like Magic can't really push the pace like I want either, even though the speed is there for Magic. And then the strength is really close too. The stamina is better on Harden. The lateral quickness is better on Harden. And I put a shoe on to really put it over the top. Okay. And then, like I say, the only thing that Magic has going for him is that Magic is, about 3-4 inches taller on paper. But look at the tendency here too. Look at how much better his tendencies are. 10 plus, that's not a small change. So 5 plus, 5 plus, 10 plus. Now the on-ball steal, you're not really notice that, but you're going to notice that pass interception. You're going to notice the contest shot and the block shot. And then look, his foul tendency is 15 lower, hard foul tendency 10 lower. That's just a lot lower, guys. That's my pick. And then I think he's more of a dunker too. Let's check on that. No, the dunking's the same there. How's the dunking on the stat here for the driving dunk? It's pretty much the same. 3 plus for Magic. I put a shoe on him. I like Harden a lot better, and I'm a Magic Johnson fan in real life, and I'm a Magic Johnson fan in 2K. But this Harden has just been cracked for me, man. I really like the card. Let's see here. Opal, Dirk, or Jokic. That comes down to the shot release. So, whose shot release do you like better? If you like Dirk's shot release better, then I would go with Dirk. But fun fact, I use Dirk at the 4. I don't use Dirk at the 5. So a lineup that I would do would actually include both of those bigs, and I would put Jokic at center, and I'd put Dirk at power forward, and the rebounding will be insane. And then Dirk can speed boost, and Jokic is pretty tough. Jokic is still pretty tough. I really like both of those. And I don't know why I went and deleted all of your messages, Crazy Train. Was that Nightbot? So it timed you out for 600 seconds? That seems excessive. Hang on, Crazy. That's not your fault. That's the Nightbot here. I apologize. So it gave you a 10-minute timeout. I apologize. I hope you're still in, Brody. I don't want you to go anywhere. Did you use too many caps or something? I don't know what you did that pissed off Nightbot. When you get back in, let me know what Nightbot got mad at you for, and then I'll fix it, okay? I'm sorry. Right now, I got to see if it will let you back on or not. Here we go. I untimed you out. There we go. Automize says, I had Jokic, the hero one, but listed him up on auction because I'm copying the glitch one. When I think about it, I'm trying to look at Dirk. Let me give you some more advice. I'm going to tell you something really cool that people don't talk about. All right. Here's this. This is cool. I finally getting to share this with someone who actually cares. So I actually want glitch Jokic more than I would hero Jokic, and I actually might make the switch myself. And here's why. So they're close, okay? So I think badge wise, there's 2 badge differences. Pick and popper, I mean, that could mean something though. So I don't want to say that it's a de facto go with the glitch card, but here's the deal: that pick and popper might mean something to you, might not. What's the other one? Putback boss. That might mean something to you, might not. I don't know. If they do, then go with the hero Jokic. But otherwise, these two I believe are identical stat wise, right? For some reason, there's a difference here on these tendencies for flashy dunk tendency. It's not much, but it actually makes a difference for getting some Showtime dunks in. I don't know why they did that. And then the other part is this pass interception tendency is actually a big difference there. He actually, this glitch Jokic will actually get more pass interceptions in the passing lanes. So if you're like me and you like to come off the center a little bit and slough off and pinch a lot with your bigs to get in the passing lanes. That's how I like to play my defense. So this Jokic is actually going to be superior for that type of play style. So if you don't play that way, this Jokic isn't going to be much better, but it's just a thought. And I think this Jokic is cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a cheaper card. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Yeah, there's Hall of Fame Showtime on this card, so it does make a difference. So actually, it's got Hall of Fame Pump Fake Maestro. This one does. Okay. I don't know. I don't really use I use pump fakes, I suppose. I don't know. It goes either way. But as far as like this versus Dirk, Jokic plays better defense than Dirk. But Dirk's shot release for most people is easier to green and to shoot with than Jokic's for most people. But if you like Jokic shot release, then you're always going to like Jokic over Dirk, because once you have Jokic shot release down, it's really fast. It's very hard to contest Jokic shot. He's 7 feet tall in this game, and it's just a really quick shot. So he's very hard to contest. He's another, it's almost like a base 98 on quick for how fast it is. And a lot of people don't talk about that. Instead, they speak negatively about how it's a bad release. Well, depends on how you look at it. If you are good with this release and you figure out this release, it is very, very hard to contest. And I've almost gone back to these guys, even though I love the other cards like Wilt and Kareem, because the defense is better on Wilt and Kareem. But the interior defense a little more, perimeter defense a little more, block is a little more, steal is a lot better on Dirk. That's why I like him at the 4. Rebounding is a little better, but it's the strength. Look at how much strength they're losing with Dirk. He's only an 80. He's going to get bullied. Dirk is better off at the 4, not at the 5, to be quite honest. You can still put him at the 5. You can still put him at the 5. You can make it work, but I just don't know that I would do that personally. I'd stick with someone that has some strength. He's got a 91 strength, and we're talking about Bosh with 94 strength being kind of average. So these guys might get bullied now. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. Yo, Dev Love Gaming, what's up, my guy? Kron, good morning, sir. Good morning, Brody. How's everybody doing this morning? We got home from a night out as a family, went and played some games, and had a real good time. So we're hanging out is what we're up to. Any other questions before we do a little gameplay? I also was thinking about putting in... should I instead put in Billy Owens? I don't like Billy Owens' shot that much. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. Even with Phil Jackson as coach, I don't like his shot as much. His defense, though, is OP. This dude can dunk and just defend with the best of them, though. He's Billy Goat Owens if you're talking about dunking and defense. Billy Goat Owens. Look at those tendencies. That's just fantastic. We'll get back to Billy Goat Owens. We'll come back to him. Well, too late. I listed Jokic up for auction. Don't worry about it. So here's the cool part. So you listed up your hero Jokic, you said? If you listed your hero, hang on. Let me look at something for you. And to be honest, we might have something better for you anyway, bro. Just hang on a second. So that's going for 100. And if you listed the hero, okay, you know, they're about the same price. Don't stress, man. Don't stress. It's never worth getting overly stressed over. Other centers, you just want a center? What's Giannis going for? He's still expensive, huh? Man, I mean, I love Giannis. I love Giannis. I was going to check and see what his strength was. His strength's only a 90, so he hangs tough. What's Durant going for? Okay, all these guys are kind of double up on price, huh? I tell you what, there's no wrong answer to going in and trying Dirk for a while. That won't hurt you. What's the worst that can happen? You try Dirk, you don't like it, and you sell him in a day or two and buy Jokic back? I mean, that's not going to hurt you, is it? You'll be all right. You'll be all right, Optimal. Don't stress it, Brody. Don't stress it. The rest of these centers here, you know, they're kind of expensive, or they're just not as good. Other centers to consider if you want to do no money spent, obviously Sabonis, Karl Anthony Towns. If you get lucky in the glitch market, this is a pretty decent center. He's not my favorite, but a lot of people like him. What's AD going for right now? He's reasonable. He's reasonable. You know. Strength's only a 90. He's reasonable. Vucevic. Vucevic isn't bad. This Magic Johnson isn't bad. As a center, he actually isn't too shabby. His interior defense is a little low, but he wasn't too bad. I don't know that I'd run him, you know, on a competitive squad, but he wasn't too bad. This Vucevic is 7 feet tall. He has a good shot release. He's not overly fast though, but he rebounds like crazy. And he's pretty strong too, I think. Let's look at his rebounding. Or his strength, excuse me. 97 strength. If you need something in a pinch, man, what's he going for? He's cheap. He's affordable. He's an official Papa Pack Caveman approved affordable center. Okay, that's one to go for sure. You know, just kind of thinking out loud here. DeMarcus is okay too, but I like Vucevic. He's not going to get bullied, man. He's gonna bully everybody else but Shaq. He's 7 foot. And what does he weigh? 260. Yeah, he's gonna push everybody around except for Shaq and maybe Wilt and Kareem. You know, let's look at Wilt and Kareem's strength and size. Well, Wilt's a big dude. What's his strength? He's a 98. What's Kareem at? Kareem's kind of slender at 225, to be honest. Everyone talks like he's just the OP guy, and he's got a 98 strength, but he is a little small. Chamberlain will take the ball from him. No one wants to talk about that. No one wants to talk about that. But anyways, he's in the vein with these two. All right, Vucevic. If you find that you're really struggling, you don't like Jokic or Dirk, go cop this Vucevic. Start saving your MT, because that's going to save you about 60, 70,000 MT. And then, start saving up for one of the big dogs over here. Okay, Kareem or Wilt. Those are really the only two that matter right now, to be honest with you, at the center position. I'm going to look up Vucevic real quick for you. I didn't make much of a big deal about him because I hadn't played with him a ton. The more I play with him, the more I like him. Would I run him on my competitive squad? No. But if I was no money spent, he would definitely be at the top of my hit list of who I'd want to try. Man, he might be below 30. This is all Xbox pricing. 28. Yeah, 28,000 MT. That's not bad. That's not bad. I would give him a whirl. To be honest. I don't get how Giannis weighs the same as KD. Prime Kobe was good, guy. What's good? What does it say Giannis weighs? I haven't paid attention to his weight. Hang on. He weighs what? 242. KD's listed at 240, huh? I mean, I don't know what KD really weighs. What is he listed at in the NBA? Can we scrim anytime soon, bro? I'm down to scrim. Absolutely. Shoot me a friend request. Shoot me your gamer tag. We can scrim sometime. I'm not sure what KD's real life weight is. Let me take a look here. Let me look at like NBA.com and the basketball reference website. I like basketballreference.com. Let me look what Durant's listed as. Yeah, official NBA weight is 240. I mean, he really might be that much weight. Look how much bigger he's gotten. I know he doesn't look it, but that's a relatively recent picture from his Golden State years. We can come over here, go to power forward, and look at him. That's a recent one here at the Nets. He's not a small man. Like, I know he's slender for being 6'10", but he's not a small man. He's big dude. Big dude. Hey, what's up, EFX? So let's get this lineup looking here. All right, let's mess with this for a minute. Let's see what happens. We got Bosh in here. We got Mello down here. I'll keep them kind of separated out so we can do a little bit of both messing around here in a 5v5 scenario. Kind of see what happens. Then we'll get back onto this budget update here. There was some more affordable cards that came through. I'm not sure, though, how I feel about Shump or Halliburton over this new card here. This Kirk Heinrich card is perfect, by the way. It has one flaw. It's a big flaw, though. A lot of people are going to look past it. Look at the strength, how low it is on Kirk Heinrich. I haven't used him in a 5v5 yet. He's perfect otherwise, guys. Go get Kirk Heinrich if you don't have him and try him out. I think he's like 2K MT. Go try him out just for fun. That's. We'll get to that here in a minute. So this one here is good. We're going to come in here to Unlimited. And yes, we're going to pop into some gameplay and have some fun. How's everybody's Saturday night treat them? I want to thank my moderator for sending me that list. I'll have to try to get caught up here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, he's got a goated lineup. Oof. Oof. His lineup's better than ours. Not going to lie. We're probably going to lose here, but we're going to play the best we can. Watch that was fight of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Thinking about which cards to save up for now. I need to get caught up on Falcon Winter Soldier. I was watching episode 5 this morning and I fell asleep. It was getting pretty good. EFX says I haven't played 2K in like 2 to 3 days. And then you still come in and whoop up on everybody, EFX. He's so humble. Oh, gee, I'm not very good. And then he starts wagering and winning. It's hilarious. And then everybody gets mad at him because he's always winning. Backwoods My Aroma. That's an interesting name. That is a good hustle, Kron. Might just replace Jokic with AD now that I think about it. I didn't hear what you said. You didn't hear what I said about what, Optimal? About the differences between Jokic and all the others, or what, brother? Apologize for coughing so much. I got a lot going on with my allergies tonight. And I need to get my defensive settings done. All right. All right, let's see what we can do here. Trying to beat the clock on this thing so that way I can have my timeouts back for other things. Bump steal. I'll get caught up on the comments after I get a chance here, guys. I'll get back to you, Optimal. Sorry, bro. Oof, I got a sweaty here. Ugh. Oh, okay. I did not mean to foul right there. So aggressive. He's being modest, guys. He's being modest. He wins a lot. I'm not saying he wins all of them, but he wins a lot. There we go. I was waiting for him to spin out there and... and he was waiting for me to kick it back. This guy knows how to play, so this is going to be interesting. I just love Karolinko, man. He gets into a defensive stance. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Man, why is it just... Algo's just against me. We're going to have to change this team if we're going to play some more Unlimited tonight, man. This is crazy. I can't get anything going. Everything's just so wild, and then he's just got a speed boost, really. All right, all right. Let's get it chilled out now. Chill, 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 chill. Man, neither of us can get anything here. We're both playing stellar defense. Couldn't get the chase down. It's so sweaty. Finally got a score. Look at that rebound by Bosh. I love his rebounding, by the way. It's really, really good. Jeez. Good contest. Man, this guy could play some solid D. Very, very good defense. It's Millsap he's got out here. There we go. It's green. It's cash. It's money. Let's do this. Yeesh. He's calling timeout. um, how's Millsap compared to Ferry all around? That's a very good question. Think of Ferry as another AK-47, but slightly better. Okay, Danny Ferry is going to be a little bit taller, 1 inch taller, and he's going to have 1 inch more of a wingspan. And I also think that he's got beefier stats. He's got the same release, very similar animations. He's going to be very, very good card. Millsap is different, but still very good as well. It's like a Coke versus Pepsi thing. I think Ferry is the better card. So if you've been grinding and you got Ferry and you also got Millsap from last weekend's grind, you got to kind of try them out for yourself. But I think it's hard to beat. If I had both, I got Karolinko, and if I think I had Ferry as well, Ferry would start potentially at power forward. But I think I put Ferry at the 3. I'd have Karolinko as my backup 3 is what I would do. Millsap play the 3 or the 4. I like Millsap a lot, but he doesn't make my squad, as you can see. I don't use Millsap. But Millsap is really good. Oh, you said you didn't get Millsap. Sorry, Kron. I'm watching the game here and not paying attention to everything. But yeah, Ferry is better. So if you missed out, I wouldn't stress. Ooh, it's green. It's cash. It's money. Pay me 2K. Give me my 3 points. There we are. Couldn't quite get the chase down on him with that. That's okay. Man, sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. And a foul. Cool. Yeah, Kron, you could do a defensive shoe on him, but also take a look at his speed and dunking, and it depends on what kind of coach you're using too. Also, keep in mind if you put him with someone that's got a defensive Hall of Fame, defensive leader Hall of Fame, you're going to boost a lot of defensive stats by up to 4 points. So keep that in mind. You may not need to do a defensive shoe, depending on your coach. You actually may need to do an offensive shoe to help him out with his speed and dunking. So I leave that up to you. Depends on what coach you like to run. Depends on what system you like to run and how you like to play. I don't know if you're a rim runner. I don't know if you like to sit back and shoot. But yeah, defensively, he's very, very good. It's hard to argue with his defense and his offense for that matter. This person's trying to play matchups and be super smart about it. I don't think it's going to work because I got the same cards that I could swap in. So it's going to come down to who's got more skill tonight. That's what that's going to come down to. Hey. How did Bosh get called for that foul? I didn't even touch him. Boo. Did I say anything about which comment optimal? I'm sorry. I'm trying to play and stream, and so we'll see how well I do. I'm still getting used to doing that, brother. So bear with me. If I miss something, just holler at me again and tell me which one I missed, please. Wow. This guy and I are really evenly matched. Yeah, you could replace Jokic with AD. That's not a bad swap. I mean, it comes down to preference. AD is only 6'10", but he's got a 7'5" wingspan. His shot release is really really nice. He's in that same category of card. You know, it's real close. So it's not a bad thing. It's not like you're downgrading real hard or anything like that. It's yeah. I don't know. I'm not overly jazzed about either card right now. Because there's so much better options. But if that's what you can afford, they're very similar, and you'd be just fine with either of them. I like Jokic a little better than AD myself, but AD is right there with him. I don't know. AD's shot is wet too. I can shoot and hit with AD really well too. I don't know why I jumped at that. There's no reason for me to jump at that. People say I'm crazy for using Harden over Luca, but Harden is money for me. He's tough. He's just a tough card. I don't know what it is. He just gets it done when other cards are slacking or other cards are lacking. He just does everything really well. That's why he's my starter. Come on, DeRozan. Look what DeRozan did for me, but he fell down. It's all right. Bosh is nice. There we go. And one. All right. Yeah, you should at least get what you got, if not more. Your players all got Grinches on. I got a lot of Grinches on my players. I like running the speed Grinches now because I'm running Phil Jackson as coach. Phil Jackson doesn't give me any type of speed boost, so I went with the Grinches because that's going to give me my speed boost. Meanwhile, Phil Jackson gives everybody interior defensive upgrade as well as defensive rebounding. I have no idea what subbed in here for me. I got to come in here and see. Okay, we got Zion in here. This could be an interesting lineup. I just did an auto sub. I didn't really sub in who I normally would run as my second unit. There's no stopping Chamberlain. Whew. This guy plays the passing lanes. So annoying. Plays like me. Come on, get on Kobe. He's got takeover. God damn. Pardon my language. Sorry about that. I am not playing well. I'm sorry, guys. I got to get myself back into it. I have to like really focus to play this person. They're very good. Got that 3 ball, thank goodness. God, it won't pass who I want it to. God bless it. Why didn't he cross? I'm playing so bad right now. I feel like Grant Hill plays Kobe real well in the matchups. And then I don't know why I can't hit shit with KD. It's like back and forth. Man. I got two bigs out there in hopes to get better rebounding, but we'll see. And yes, I put Grinches on D-Rob too. But I figured D-Rob with Kareem is going to be all kinds of size that is hard to match. Uh, They want Dummy Cat for Triple J. It's not a bad idea. Music, I could try to get some music going. I apologize. I need to get Nightbot set for music for you guys. Who you play in the next tourney? Talking to me, EFX. And which tournament, brother? I got like 4 running. Yes, that's a nice take. Oh, this guy can speed boost, man. And I don't mind the speed boost. It's just sometimes it's like so redundant. It's my fault for not dotting it. I should have dotted that pass. I'm getting mad at myself because I know better. That's why I'm mad. I'm not mad at anybody else. And then this person just wants to match me with every single card that I have. It's really annoying. There we go. Yeesh. I'll try to get caught up on some of these messages. Speed glitch is the new hop step. True. Optimal. That stuff got me crying for a fat minute. 2K speed glitch made. Facts. Next gen, there's no speed glitch. I mean, speed boost. So, I don't know. I'm so used to playing current gen, though. I need to start playing next gen. Eesh. Good take. Good take. Man, I am just not playing well. Thought he was going to throw it back to the top of the key, so that's why I moved my defender up there, but I picked wrong in that situation. That was a bad shot. I'm taking bad shots? What am I doing? I know better than all this. Ugh. Finally. I needed that badly. So I was about to get out of control here for a minute on the score. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I could use against Hill. I think I need to put Giannis on Hill. It's the only way that's going to get taken care of. And one. Yes. That works. He was in so much pain, we're suggesting his new gamer tag. So, Dev Love Gaming to Dev Gone Broke Gaming. Did he really make that change? I thought I just seen him in here as Dev Love Gaming. I've been calling him Devolve instead of Dev Love. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm old and my eyes are bad, and I didn't play Millsap close. Eesh. Speaking of Millsap, there he is making me look stupid. Thank you, Zion. Zion keeping me in the game. Thank goodness. See, I don't understand why there isn't better defensive animations on that. That's Kareem, right? Like, Kareem should be able to easily defend someone running in for a dunk, especially when he's not much bigger. And then that was just good defense. That Melo card's tough. Why didn't he dunk that? Man. It's a good take. Good take. And then it's not hitting for me. I mean, you've got the shot meter on. This is annoying me. This guy's really good with Granite Hill. Ugh. That's a rough thing trying to go for original owner Kobe, huh? I think we all have tried going for a card and yeah, I would 100% listen, bro. Talking to EFX. Got to teach you lane defensive, bro. You actually listen to me when I try to help Rel. He yell at me. Jarrell plays the way he plays, and he'll learn on his own terms. So, like, you tell him something, and he'll listen, and then there's other things that he has to play with it himself and figure it out. And when he does, it sticks for him. And I think he learns better that way. I sometimes have to learn through doing, and other things I could have someone just fast track me. But I think for Rel, he's gotta learn by doing, rather than someone telling him point blank, is my opinion. We got to get some other players going in here. Actually, let's do this. Let's put Giannis here. Let's put Bosh here. Let's mess around with that for fun, shall we? Risked it all for Kobe. Man, y'all are mean. Yeah, I didn't realize that's what was going on with his team. I mean, I like having original owner too, man. Original owner is cool. I try not to get caught up in it, but I'm guilty of getting caught up in that too, man. I want that original owner badge, and it's tough sometimes. It's a bad release. He still got a little bit of a contest. Rebound that. Come on, Melo. Wow, Grant Hill's out rebounding Melo. That actually makes some sense. That makes some sense. I did not get a good release on that. I am just not playing well right now. I don't know why, but I'm just not playing well. Yeah, EFX, let me know when you got time. I'd like to play. Scrim a little and get better. We could get offline and just get in a chat, and then we could play it out. And I hate running a squad like this because I always run into a sweat. Always run into a sweat, dude. Jeez. Y'all see this nonsense, right? Nothing wants to go down. I like this Melo's defense and whatnot. And I love Carmelo Anthony, but the card for me hasn't been working as well. I can't get him to fucking move. There we go. Rel's the GOAT at streaming, guys. I will tell you that much. I'll never say anything bad about him as a streamer. He is awesome. Uh, what I also love about Rel is it's just real. He play, win or lose. He just keeps grinding. He just keeps going, dude. I love that about Rel. And in watching him, it's actually helped me to stream because I could see that it's doable for an average gamer to come out here and stream and make something. You know what I'm saying? He's grown a ton. I was in there back then too. Dude, he's hilarious. I laughed out loud and woke up members of my family one night because he grabbed the chair. He's like, I'm throwing this chair. And he's like, nope, it's not late enough yet. I got to wait till morning. But in the morning, I'm throwing this chair, he said, and he set it back down again. And I was dying laughing. It was hilarious, man. I love that about Rel. He gets so animated, dude. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm a funny guy too, but some of my funnies I can't do on the air here. It's just too inappropriate. But I have a bit of a comedic side to me too. But no, Rel is just classic, man. I love it. But no, some of my funny stuff, it's either total dad joke type stuff or it's just a little too adult for something like this. That's my big thing there. How does he get the dunk anyway? We're there. Oh my goodness. Finally. Mm. Oh yeah, there's Bosh. We haven't done much with Bosh this game, have we? I was trying to showcase Bosh, but it's such a sweat. I'm gonna get blown out if I try to focus on one player. Really, AK? You gonna just keep fouling, huh? That's not even me controlling AK. He's just going over there and hacking the crap out of Grant Hill. What's up, King Roddy? Rudy? What is it, Roddy or Rudy? Looks like King Rudy. Little Showtime dunk. I don't like this. I'm trading baskets and there's 2.5 minutes left. This doesn't bode well for me. At least I got a foul there. He got the switch. That was smart. But that's how we play the sticks. Now, if I could just get a score here, we'll be doing just fine. And he won't hit. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong with my shot. I know I'm using shot meter, but it's just everything's been missing lately for me. Shot meter, no shot meter, and then look at everybody's all jumbled up here. Tons of crap. And he gets another foul on AK, so AK's got to come out. Well, I don't have to pull him out, but we're going to do DeRozan. EFX Play Cave. That's not a good one because he's on East and I'm streaming off my Xbox. I just won't do that live. I refuse that live. I'll end up pissed off at him and it just won't go well. Like literally, I'll be wanting to go to Michigan and whoop his ass over a video game because I'll be frustrated. And not because I'm mad at him, because I'm mad at myself. So we will not be doing that live on stream. I've learned my lesson with that. I do have another laptop, so I'm going to try to get my Elgato going a little later tonight. And if I can get my Elgato going, then yeah, I'll do some more competitive type game and stream. This here is casual to me, even though I'm having to play hard. This is casual for me. I don't take this as serious, and so that's what's up with that. But yeah, I don't know. It just I'll end up mad because EF is better than me. He'll win no matter what. Now, if we can get into a chat and actually talk, that's cool. But I really don't want to do that while I'm getting this much lag. I don't know if that makes any sense because like I'm literally running the Twitch app off my Xbox and then running it through. If I didn't have host right now, this would be a blowout. This person would be blowing me out really bad right now. And I still can't hit a shot. And it's got me pissy, like really pissy. It'll be unproductive for me. And I don't think it'll be entertaining for you all because I'll just be angry. And I don't want to be angry. Oh, we're talking about you and me scrimming, and I don't want to do that on the channel right now because I'm not. I'm still not using a PC for my stream. I'm just still using the Xbox, and it's just gonna lag so much. I just end up pissed off, like really pissed off. Like I want to punch something, type mad, and so I don't feel like being like that. It's the weekend. I want to be happy. Now, if I could get my laptop to take. So what's going on with my laptop is I have to do a full rebuild. I don't have a USB stick to create an image, a recovery image. And so I'd order USB sticks. So it'll be here hopefully Monday. Meanwhile, I got my daughter's PC, and I might be able to use it to get it to recognize the Elgato, but my whole computer situation at home is just a mess. And my Alienware laptop's fairly new. It's only 2 years old. It'll work just fine, but I just need to get a new image on it. Jeez, good defense. Such good D. And can the animations get any slower out here for me? Can this glitch any harder? I think he's having some problems too. Rel Raid, what's up? What is up to my guy Rel? Thank you, Jarrell. How's everybody doing? I was in the stream earlier. It looked like you were cooking people. I like it. God bless it. There's Bosh. Nope. Jeez. I even hop stepped it to try to freeze him. Hey. Hold on, bro. I'll talk to you in just a second, brother. I'm trying to keep from losing my cool in this game completely. It's a close game. I had a chance at it, and I just blew it. Absolutely blew it. And this person's even letting me catch up. Give me a free shot. Look at that. I can't even hit the shot. My opponent's like, here you go, take the shot. And it didn't even help. Good game, guy. Good game. Hey, bro. Headed to sleep. That's a good idea, Brody. You don't get enough sleep. Thank you for the raid. I hope everything's going good for you. Love and prayers to you. Rel, friend of the channel, mentor and friend. Thank you, guy. I think it's so late everybody else dropped off from his raid, which is cool. But yeah, this was a sweaty game. But look at the shooting. How do we do? We were 6 of 15, which actually isn't too bad. 56%. I don't know. I just felt like I was missing a lot of shots. His rebounding was through the roof. My goodness. How am I losing that rebounding battle so fast? Maybe I'm taking the shots too quickly. I don't know. On my end, Harden was good. Yeah, I really like Harden. He just works for me. I wish he'd hit, at least one of those threes. Kobe, of course, is Kobe. Zion is Zion. Melo was 4 or 5, huh? Okay. I should have had played DeMar a little more, but it's hard to find a spot for DeMar. D-Rob. D-Rob's okay. Durant should play better for me. He just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what to do with my bigs. You guys have to tell me what you think I should do with my bigs. He just destroyed me with freaking Grant Hill. Look at that. There was no quit in that Grant Hill card for him, man. Everything was just working for him. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many steals did he have? He had 8. I had 6. Okay. I didn't realize I had so many steals. Oh, no. It says 67 people are in here? Holy cow. What's up? What's up, everybody? What do I think Bosh will be the cheapest? Check on him this morning, and then just kind of check on him while he's still in packs. Just check on him while he's still in packs. He'll stabilize, and then after packs are gone for Bosh, it's hard to say what'll happen. Like say they come with, I don't know, who could they bring? Let's say Dark Matter Shaq drops in like 2 weeks, and he can shoot threes. I think Bosh will go down in price even more. So you got to look at what other cards drop. So if other cards drop that are better, or more desirable, like sometimes cards will drop and they're not even better. They're just more desirable to the community because it's a name, or it's more desirable because more people have success with a card, right? Because there's some cards that, you can find a lot of success with, but it takes maybe different skill, or it's a little harder to use for some people. It's all subjective. But that's when you'll see his price go down. But if you want to get him while he's still in packs here this next week, that would probably be an okay idea. Even here this morning. And also I buy, if I want to buy a card and want to get the cheapest price, I'll try going and checking between probably like midnight and 3 a.m. Eastern, is probably a good window to try to check. Although I think a lot of people kind of figure that out now. So a lot of people, I don't know, I haven't found like killer deals during that time slot in a while, but that used to be the killer time slot. I found other good deals like early evening for some reason when people are like still going home from work or they're going to after school activities. You know, I'm talking like Mountain and Eastern time zone range. Thursday or Friday before packs expire. Prime Kobe is also correct. So let's say next Thursday they announce Dark Matter Shaq, or let's say next Thursday it's point guard LeBron or point guard Ben Simmons, right? Dark Matter point guard LeBron or Dark Matter point guard Ben Simmons. Say that's the announcement next Thursday. Thursday night, you're going to see everything drop. You're going to see the whole market crash. Okay, so that's another time you could go and look to buy cards, especially when it's like a big name gets announced. 250K is a pretty good price, you feel like, for Bosh. It's not a bad price right now. That's not a bad price at all. But just know that he's going to go down. Like, these cards will go down. So depends on what you want him for. If you want to enjoy him right now and have fun, then buy him up, man. This game's about fun. This game's about having fun. This game's about, you know, you enjoying it and making it your team. That's why it's called My Team. You could put in different cards, different eras, different positions. I mean, that's what I really love about this game. A lot of fun. Everybody coming in from the rail raid. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing right now? Come in here. That C-Web sold. Let's come over here and check the EQ fighter lineup. I did not care for that. That was really hard to deal with. What'd y'all think about me having D-Rob and Kareem together? I thought that was okay. I like having Giannis around. I think I'm satisfied with my point guards. I think I'm satisfied with the wing players. I just need to thin the herd on this lineup to get, and I don't want to be without Giannis. I don't want to be without KD. That'll take some of the EQ out. So let's ditch him too. I know, blasphemy. I know it's blasphemy. But I'm just trying to chill out the EQ. And so I still got 3 here. I got 3 here. I got 4 that could play the 3. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that could play the 4. I got 4 centers. So I should have enough of everything here. This will give us a better game to jump after. Let me get caught up on the chat here too, guys. So everybody's doing. Lowest Bosh will be is 200K, you think? Probably right. It depends on which console you're talking about too. You talking about Xbox or you talking about PlayStation? Let me come in here and look at Bosh. I like Bosh a lot. Right now he's pretty cheap here on Xbox. I don't know if you're on Xbox or PlayStation. Pretty cheap. Yeah, I pulled the trigger on that here this morning if I didn't already have him. That's just my opinion. I just open a pack every so often and just messing around. Of course, nothing. Nothing about nothing. Xbox, yeah. He's sitting pretty low right now on Xbox. Tammy, you on Xbox or PlayStation? All right. So we should do another run on there. I'm in the mood to do one more run. Let me check on something else with my family to make sure there's nothing crazy going on with all of them. Anything else fun going on for y'all tonight? Y'all just stay in tonight. Some of y'all tell me what you're up to. All the new folks here, what y'all get going on tonight? Anything good? Anything fun? We went out to a place called Summit out here in Colorado and had a real good time. Playing some video games with the family and hanging out. It was a real good time. So I'm trying to see if I had another one that was a comp one. This is my MTR one. Yeah, I just can't deal with McGrady much anymore with that steady. In fact, I'm actually tempted to ditch him out for something else here, like maybe get Red back in, or should I put MJ back in? I really had a lot of fun with Red. Although the defense on Carmelo is really good. We're going to run with Michael here. See how this goes. Let's do this for fun. I haven't used Mike in Unlimited in a long time, I don't think. All right. Man, they got a stacked lineup too. Look at that. They got the duo going. Billy Cunningham. I don't know if he's any good or not. I missed him on the Ascension board. We know what C. Wibble's about. We know what Levine's about. I like my chances on that. He's got Ron Harper. Ooh. Drexler, J-Jax Jr. He's got a nice budget squad. That's like a hardcore budget squad right there. That's good. That is a Papa Pack Caveman Money Shot approved budget squad there. What's going on, my guy? Showtime 94. Long Beach Showtime. You on the west side, bro? Playing that small ball with Draymond. Draymond's tough. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. Man, couldn't even get the pass off. Good take. Good take. My passing is poor right now. I got to fix that. Got to fix that. All right, EFX. Send pictures to all your lady friends. Woo. Ah, I should have kicked that out to the corner. Whew! I'll take that. I'll take that. Give me that rebound. There we go, DeRozan. Big dunk. Damn it. I hate it when I overpass the ball. I only wanted to pass it once, and then it ended up passing it again. Too many turnovers. There we go. I am not passing it where I'm wanting to pass it. Like I'm hitting an icon that I don't mean to hit. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was wanting to dot it over into the corner because I would have been open. Oh, well. All the mistakes I'm making, we're still in it. So we'll be all right. I got Artist Gilmore, huh? Goaltending. Thank you for bailing me out. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Good take. Sorry for bumping the microphone, everybody. Man, I couldn't even get a contest on that. Everybody went cold, too. There we go. Just needed 2 points, baby. Just needed 2 points. Just need a stop. Just need a stop. Oof, that almost went in, too. Man, that's a sweaty game, too, for this. And one. I'll take it. I didn't mean to do that. Bad foul. Man, I didn't even move. And all taken from me like that. Jeez. Well, I didn't even let you get a steal if they're just going to give it right back. Literally, I get the ball and I don't even move and it just takes it from me. Sorry if I sound frustrated, folks. It's just this game gets to me sometimes. But I love it. I keep playing it. See, then it gets like no reason for me to get that steal even. Bleh, bleh. Is that the GOAT? I got the all-goated backcourt. Look at that. Man, I wish those two could have played together in their prime. They were close to being able to do that. They were close. Phil Jackson asked MJ to come out. Nah, that's a bad shot. Jeez. This guy's good at playing the passing lanes. Anybody watch, God, what is his name? DJ Michi Meech or something like that? He does the voiceovers. It's hilarious. And you all out there watch that? Wow, I can't even do a dribble move in front of Gasol, huh? This game doesn't let you dribble. Jeez. See Wibble coming back in, huh? All right. I'll take that green bean. Everybody fall asleep on me out there? I hope not. Cunningham card looks decent. It's green. It's cash. It's money. Just in shoot around, I feel you. There we go. Hey. You just got glitch market? What'd you get? What card you pull? There we go. Kobe. Just say his name. Say it for me. Kobe. Ooh, good block. Good block, Kareem. Thank you, Kareem. Don't let that man shoot it. You got Jared Culver. Let me know how you think of him. He's another Treyberg base card. I didn't like how they gave him some cold spots. It just seemed like they kind of cheaped out on the card, to be honest. They put him in the glitch market, made him free, but personally I thought they could have made the card better and given it to us for free. I don't understand. But maybe it looks better. Maybe it works better than it looks on paper on the 2KDB website. I don't know. What? Oh, child, please. Levine wouldn't be able to take MJ like that. Child, please. Story time by the campfire. 2K doing story time by the campfire. They got Zach LaVine better than Michael Jordan in this game. Get out of here. And I love Zach LaVine. I'm a fan, but no. Get that. There we go. Good job, Giannis. Culver's jump shot is fast. It's good. Good job, Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Michael Jordan doing his thing. Yeah, it's hard for me to retire this MJ card and the Zion card. I play really well with them. Shot clock violation. All right, all right. Playing a little bit of defense. We're playing a little bit of defense. Got to keep the momentum going. I got screwed up on the switch. I had the wrong guy. I knew who I wanted where, but I had the wrong guy playing the wrong switch. It's all right. It's all right. Woo, he almost got that. Come on. Oh. I was hoping he would just get that for me. We needed that 3 ball, kind of open this up a little bit. Can't get a lead on this guy. He's good. There we go, Grant Hill. Had a baby. Ooh, that's a nice shot. That's a nice shot. All right, let's go. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. Can we get it back? Maybe. Get it for me, MJ. No. All right. Well, we're in trouble. Yeah, another story time on the fireside with 2K MyTeam. That's story time too, but it's in my favor, so I'll take it. It's green, it's cash, it's money. Pay me 2K, give me my 3 points. McDroppin, thank you for the follow, my guy. Oof, puts it in anyway. You know what? We're calling a timeout. Oh, I gotta think about these matchups. This Bradley Beal card is whooping my butt. I gotta do something different. Can't be worse than Yao crossing Sharif Abdul Rahim up on his way to the back. Oh, yeah, there's some truth there. There's some truth there. Oh, my goodness. All right, we'll try this lineup again. See how this goes. Give Michael a little break. And we'll bring Michael back in last couple minutes of fourth. And maybe, just maybe, we can escape with the win against the sweaty McSweats that are out on a Sunday morning. It's unreal. Come on, inbound the ball. There you go. When I hit the button, you pass. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. There we go, Grant Hill. Thank you, Grant Hill. You almost dunked like Ben Simmons for me, almost. I need me a proper Ben Simmons card. I need a proper Ben Simmons card, please, 2K. And you know, this Ron Harper nonsense needs to stop, sir. He's been kicking my ass all night here tonight, and I ain't happy about it. Oh, and then he blocks me. That makes sense. Ron Harper was a beast in real life, man. People just don't know. Before his knee injury, Ron Harper was, you know, another high flying, you know, trash talking and could back it up, like go toe to toe with Michael Jordan type of player. A lot of people don't know that about Ron Harper in his Clipper days. And then he had a pretty bad knee injury before. I mean, they were getting better with knee injury repairs back in the day, but he oh, I didn't realize clock was going down. I get busy yammering. But yeah, he had a pretty bad knee injury, and he came back. You know, he was about 95% of what he was, but he wasn't a high flyer like he used to be. But he could still play that defense. He could still score when he needed to, and joined up with the Bulls. And great player, great player. So I like that they showed him some love, and it's a free card too. And Triple Threat Online. Anybody else got Ron Harper? Give me your thoughts. He's been a tough card to play against. This person here I'm playing against knows how to play this game, doing a lot of pick and rolls, playing passing lanes, doing a really good job against me. He's good at getting the bump steals. Thank God that Wilt Chamberlain's 7'1" with an 8-foot wingspan. Eesh. And everybody likes this Gasol card but me, I guess. I can't use that card to save my life, and it always cooks me too. That card is so tough to go against, and I do not do well with that card at all, at all, at all. Ah, bad shot. It was open, but that release is just tough on old Wilt. No, I moved out the way. Oh, my goodness. More story time at the fireside of the NBA 2K. I tell you what. I'm going to catch up to you here in a second, Kron. Let me play some more of this game. I see you talking to me, bro. Give me just a second. Thank you, Grant Hill, for getting a bucket. Eesh. We were hurting for a bucket. Yes, good block, Bosh. Did not do what I asked it to do. That's not what I wanted you to do. That's a good take. That's a good take. Yes, it's green. It's cash. It's money. Pay me 2K. Give me my 3 points. I'll take that. Man, that was another good take. Cunningham card, huh? Man. Come on, Bosh. Nope. Nope. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. No doubt about it. We're in trouble now. Of course, Russ gets that animation. Come on, AK. Yep, we're in trouble. I think this one's over. Good game, my guy. Good game. That Cunningham card is tough. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. We're going to try a little of this different. What is a 6-point game? Yeah, we in trouble. Trouble, 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 trouble. Oh, no. I did not want to foul. Are we in the bonus? Okay, we're not in the bonus yet. Good, good, good. Need stops here, not mistakes. Need stops here. Need stops. Really? Thank you. And one. Okay, okay. So much sweat. We're sweating right now. We're sweating, folks. Sweating upon sweating upon sweating. My controller's sweating right now, okay? My controller's sweaty. Like, not my hands, but my controller's sweating right now. Oh, and he got the put back. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. Good game, good game. This is over with. Yeah. You're at the Blazer game, Kron, when what happened? Oh, you're talking about, yeah, when Yao crossed up Sharif Abdul Rahim? That'd be pretty cool to see at the game, huh? what did we do wrong in this game? Everything. Rebounding was actually in our favor, huh? That's strange. I don't know. Look at my field goal percentage. I mean, I wish I had shot my three-pointers a little better, but I played really well with as far as getting the ball in. Had a lot of dunks. He had 10 steals, so that was the problem there. Yeah, that's really bad. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno at all. We lost it there at the end, didn't we? We did. MJ played well. Bryant played well. AK surprisingly actually played well. I was thinking about pulling AK out, but now looking and see what he did, he didn't do bad. Hill played well. Harden, I should have maybe played Harden a little more. Wilt played well. DeRozan was all right. I don't know. Nobody played bad. I mean, Bosh missed shots, but that's not the card. That's me. I don't know. 4-2-2. You know what the problem is? I don't have this set in the DMZ. I just realized that. Let me set this up for the DMZ and play one more. See if it makes a difference for me. I don't know how technical some of you are with these things, but like if I get my router to have my Xbox assume the actual IP address, then I'll get less lag. And some people say that doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters when you're dealing with a real-time application like a video game or voice or video or any type of real-time application. It's like an RTP stream. Yep, I'm not in the DMZ on this Xbox. I'm in my basement Xbox. I'm not on the DMZ. So let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and get here on the DMZ. Xbox One X basement. Let's apply this. All right. Now we can get some proper network connectivity. Be able to play a little better. It's not going to help me play any better. It might help me hit more shots, though, from the outside. That's all it might help me do. So everybody got planned for their day-to-day. Anything special? By the way, some of the no money spent that I was talking about earlier, if anybody's interested in hearing again, it wasn't anything too earth-shattering. You know, the last pack drop. You know, we got that Kirk Heinrich card. The only thing I don't like is his strength being so low. But he's so fast and everything else is so good on him. For a budget baller, I would say that's the way to go. This Jared Sullinger, is he the new card right now? No, it was Sweetney. My apologies, Sweetney here, Michael Sweetney. I don't know. I'd use him at power forward. I wouldn't use him at center, that's for sure. He's got some nice badges. But there's just so many other free cards. Like if you got Obi Toppin and Millsap, you're probably not really going to use Sweetney. You know what I mean? There's just no reason to use Sweetney. That's my opinion there on somebody. But he's a good card. You know, all the cards right now are going to look good, right? They're all going to look good. We're probably not going to see any rubies anymore. They're all going to be, you know, amethysts or better. You know, this Billy Owens. We could try throwing Billy Owens into a gameplay, but he's just, I was high on him on paper, and then I used him, and, you know, he plays defense and dunks. If you don't want to spend a lot of money and you need someone at the 2-3 position that's going to rim run and play great defense, that's your guy right there. His release is okay. It's nothing earth-shattering. Hakeem Warwick, I wouldn't run him over, was it Dumas that I said last time? Richard Dumas? Yeah, I wouldn't run him over Richard Dumas. I'd still take Richard Dumas over this new Hakeem Warwick, but Hakeem Warwick is nice. That's a nice card. Another good budget card here is going to be Mo Pete, man. His shot is great. He's got a great shot. He just has a great shot, and he's 6'7" at the 2. It's hard to argue with that. He's just going to shoot the lights out. He's going to play, you know, pretty good at everything else. He's not, like, fantastic at anything else, but he can shoot, man. And he's got passable defense, you know, and everything, especially next gen. He's going to shoot really, really well. He's a steal. He's a steal. Would I run him over anybody in my affordable or budget lineups? I don't know. If I'm going to spend a little MT, one of these two, ain't too bad. And you got Toppin and him and LaMelo. I guess you can move. Say you're not able to obtain him, then you could come here and put in Billy Owens. You could probably swap him out with Hakeem Warwick, huh? Let's take a look here. I like this Jeff Green card a lot. But you could put Dumas here or Warwick. Like, let me go over to my other budget squad here. So, like, you could probably swap out maybe Darius Miles for Hakeem Warwick. Maybe. I don't know. It just all comes down to who you like. I don't know. I kind of like having Darius Miles for the 2. Personally, I don't know. I really run him at the 3, but you could definitely run him at the 3. But they're very, very similar, as you can see here. Very similar. Same height, almost the same weight, almost the same badges. It's going to come down to the release being a little different. He's got a moving truck, though. So that's why I would use Hakeem Warwick at the 4 before I would the 3, because he's got that moving truck. And he's 6'9", so that's a good height for the 4. 6'8's a little small at the 4. Rick Smith sucks. I can't stand that card. I don't know. Just some of the no money spent thoughts. You could probably run Kirk Heinrich over Joakim Noah, but if you need strength, there's Joakim Noah. There's Tyrese Halliburton. There's Shumpert. There's Dinwiddie. So you got a lot of good options now. You got options at the 4. I like the duos. You know me. If y'all watch my channel, you guys know me. I'm into the duos just because it's great bang for buck. It's hard to deny the bang for the buck factor. Man, we still got hit by the EQ monster. I wonder if I pull him out. Drop this down some more. I wonder. I just don't like not having a third point guard. That's my big bitch with that, is I like having a third point guard. Yeah, we'll do that. That way I got somebody to come in and shoot the lights out if I need them to. There's YouTube of it. He scored in the fast break. I'll have to go and look at that. I don't remember him doing that. Or maybe I remember it. I don't know. I'm a pretty big basketball fan in the 90s for sure. In the 80s, I was still learning. But by the time the 90s came around, I was full effect as a basketball fan. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take off my headset. I need to take off. I'm wearing like 2 shirts right now. I'm starting to get hot. So give me just a second. That's better. Who we got matchup here? Finally, a winnable matchup. Jeez Louise. We've had these super card squads and super sweaties, and my goodness. And then we got a good network connection right now. So here's hoping that we could get a little better gameplay for y'all. Get you some entertainment. Got Russ Falco and the Bloodhounds. So Marco, let me know what kind of stuff you like to see for gameplay and for Twitch type content and YouTube content. I want feedback. That goes for everybody on here. I want feedback of what everybody likes, and that way I can create things that people like and also create things that will hopefully be entertaining and ultimately help my channel grow too. I'm in full effect of trying to get this channel to grow and really make something out of it. minimal goal is to get it so it pays for all the money I spend on this game. I spend too much money on this game. But I'm having a lot of fun. This is a blast for me. My family's very supportive too, so special shout out to my wife and kids letting me come down and play around like this. They're very, very supportive and very loving. I'm very lucky. Oof, got lucky, got lucky. Oh, I shot that too early. But it went in. I'll take it. See, I wonder if I was getting some lag on my shot meter before, because that shot went in, whereas before those shots weren't going in. I don't know what I was doing there with Bosh. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. The fountain sport is super cool. Spend too much money on cars. Yeah, I used to spend a lot of money on cars too. I still do. I've got a Mustang GT. I already kind of did everything I wanted to it, at least for the meantime. My next part of that project is going to be a suspension kit for it. I got a 2015 Mustang GT, and it's a really fun car. Come on, Harden, move. All right, fine. Jeez. Mmm. Chicken Man. Chicken Man hitting that bucket. All right. Is he Chicken Man too? Oh, he's hitting that shot. I'll take it. Sometimes you get bored while you're playing, so you just watch people on Twitch so you don't get bored. That's cool. What is it that people do when they're playing that is entertaining for you? You just like having another voice and watching people do their thing and watching them suffer at the hands of the algorithm and the hands of the 2K programming. I am not doing enough grinding, I'll tell you that much. What I might start doing in my streams, but I don't know if people would be bored with it. I wonder if anybody would care to watch me grind XP. I'd like some feedback on that. I'm a little behind on my J.R. Smith grind, and so I need to get back on it and hopefully get that knocked out sooner rather than later. I'm going to run out of time, I think, because I got some work obligations coming that's going to make it harder to... I'll still be streaming and stuff, but I won't be able to like play as much as I was for like maybe a week or two. I might have, and that might be, just enough time. Ooh, it's green, it's cash, it's money. Pay me 2K, give me those 3 points. But it might be something where I just can't get the card because I'm gonna have to slip off for a while. We'll see. I gotta play it by ear, and I don't know. Maybe if I could just keep getting 3,000 to 4,000 XP a day and just keep the grind going. Maybe get a friend to help me. We'll see. There's Bosh. Ross Falco left the game. At least we got a dub, huh? But see how there's a difference when, as soon as I said I was putting my Xbox into my DMZ on my router, it makes a difference. The other thing that makes a big difference is the lineup, right? So if you're in here with some superstar lineup, and this is pretty superstar, but notice how before what were we before? I had Grant Hill in here. And who else do we have in here? I think we just had Grant, and we had like 96, 96, 97, and it didn't like that. The algo got mad at us. Another option is over here. This is a 98 overall with these two lurking, and it just doesn't like that, So if we come over here and get someone a little less, that's not too bad. Keeps it at 96, and then I still got somebody decent. I don't know. Let me check something out here. See, with Rondo's so good, he boosts things. People just sleep on Rondo and Chris Paul. See, he just doesn't mess with the algo as much. And neither does Trae Young. Okay, that's another one to think about. What about Darren Williams? Okay, I'm not a fan of that Darren Williams card, by the way. I do not like Darren Williams. Seeing C-Web boost the algo. I don't know if y'all are paying attention to that. See what Luka does. See Luka boost the algo. What about Dame? Dame doesn't. Dame Dollar. But see, I'd rather have Jamal Murray be another one too. My Jamal Murray has Hall of Fame clamps, Intimidator. That's what's on him. I paid a pretty penny for him too, but I'm just a big Jamal Murray fan. Hope he gets well. Hope Jamal Murray gets well. Should I use Jamal Murray out here for fun? I think he's a little faster too than old Curry, is he? Curry's got a better steal. Curry's faster. Can't put any Kobe Grinches on Jamal Murray either. But he's a dunker and he's 6'4". Oof. Decision. What's his doing? It's 95 driving dunk. What are the tendencies on these two? Tendencies are better too on Jamal Murray. We'll try Jamal Murray out here for fun. Been grinding XP, yeah. Did a fully built engine my 04 STI, and I own an 03 Miata now, which I want to turn into a track car as well. Yeah, dude, STIs are nice. I like that boxer engine. That's that 2.5, right? Was that EJ25? So an EJ25 on that 04 STI. I think that's what's in there. That's a nice motor. Oh, no, Jimmy. I'm so sorry, Jimmy. 2K did not give us a good matchup, bro. Yeah, I used to have a Cobalt SS Supercharged that I juiced up pretty nice. Put some bigger injectors in it, and then I put a smaller pulley. And then I juiced the suspension, some better tires and brakes. And didn't have to upgrade the clutch or the flywheel. It wasn't quite that much of a boost. But I did some upgrades. It's front wheel drive though. It's hard to boost a front wheel drive without it getting too crazy if you're gonna do a street car. I mean, you could do a track car that's front wheel drive pretty nice and do some things with it, but it's always hard when you're front wheel drive. I prefer rear wheel drive for proper track car. Yeah, it's a 2.5 liter flat four, still on pump gas because the 85 is a pain in the ass in Washington. You're level 30, 32. You think I can get it? I think you can get it. There's a lot of XP dropping. 2K is doing it a lot better. It's not like Season 1 was a bitch to get Curry. Season 2 was pretty tough to get Blake. And then after that, it started getting easier and easier. And then, of course, D-Rob was probably the easiest. And now we're here for J.R. Smith. It'd be nice if they would just give us and you might get, the glitch market and get, that gold Ty Lue and then be able to get JR too. You never know. You might get lucky and get a glitch situation. This is really an unfair matchup for this poor guy. And I say that, and then the algo will probably go crazy on me. Yeah, there's a lot of time left. I think you'll be fine. There's Kirk Heinrich. It's a good card, man. No money spent. Level 37 right now. That's really good. Jeez. Super grinder. Oh, there's LeBron. I'm just messing around at this point. Come on, Bosh. I'm going to blame Phil Jackson. You didn't coach him up, Phil. Coach him up, Phil. Three for 8K. Yeah, that is a nice bump, man. But hey, this luck's part of the game too. You know, you got to know what to do, what not to do with that MT, and how to flip it. Yeah. And me, I just spend so much on the game. At this point, it just made the most sense to create content. You know what I'm saying? It just made sense to create content. Gonna be level 33. Hey, Kron, what were you getting out of that STI in the quarter mile, or were you strictly just boxcar racing it? Oh, he quit. EFX, he came back. Thanks for coming back, Brody. All right. Let me see what the agendas are today. Play a limited game I hate. Acquire coach in an auction house. Make 3 3-pointers in game with any point guard. Okay. Okay. Suns win. That one's a good one. I should do a Spurs. Win a game using 8 Spurs players. Oh, we talked about this last time, didn't we? Could we do that? If I got rid of 2 more scrubs on my bench, how would I do? Not good. Even if I reduce this down, I think I'm in trouble here. I think I'd be more inclined to put him in, and more inclined to put, OG. That looks a lot better, huh? Yeah, I'd be more inclined to do that, I think. But even that, I don't see myself doing that to get that XP right now. We ain't doing that. We are not doing that. Let's do something simple here. Auction house coach. Do I have all the coaches? I think I do, actually. Let's go coaches. Let's go. Yeah, we got all the coaches. So now it's just a matter of who's cheap. Oh, sweet. There we go. Simple enough, huh? I do not want to play a limited game. Do I need to play any more limited games? I don't think I do. No, I already did the win the weekend. Oakley, triple threat takeover. That should be pretty easy, but I got to go buy him. That's a pain in the tail. Ugh, I wish. Wish we get some wins. And there's Beasley, Malik Beasley. I'm kind of saving those. Those should be pretty easy to get, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Badge, apply a badge any player. We could do that. I'm sure I got somebody out here that needs a badge on something. Hold on. What does he have that's silver? Oh, that's this worm badge, huh? There we go. I don't even have him fully badged up. What am I waiting on here? Oh, we're definitely not doing steady shooter. There is Dream Shake. I wonder if there's something else that he can get. I'll have to check in on him. Cool, I'll take that. Jazz boards. We got King Assist rebounds. So week 4, group 1. See, Warriors shooting guard layups. Bulls point guard for 3. Okay, I guess we could put D Rose in. Warriors 2 guard. Okay, we could put Chris Mullin in. Triple threat offline game. That's easy enough. Power forward, make 2 3-point power forward in a single game. That's actually simple enough, huh? And that there, like, I don't know. I come in here and try to do these easy, cheap ones. You know, try to get a little something. But I got like big ones in here that are probably still sitting. What do we got over here? Dumas boards. Yep. And we got Ingram from deep. We got Wilt beyond the arc. Out of position. Magic. Yeah, I got to get to work in here, guys. I got all kinds of stuff that I could be doing, huh? Bosh boards. We'll leave Bosh in there. That's good. Darren Williams. Owens points. Owens steals. So Warwick's 11 dunks. Triple that offline. Not worried about that. Heinrich. 23 pointers. Sweetney in the paint. That's actually not too bad either. What do y'all want to see? Y'all want to see unlimited play? Do y'all want to see triple threat grinding? What do y'all feel like seeing? Don't like this Darren Williams card. We'll rock him. So, Billy Owens or Chris Mullin. Let's try Billy Owens. And what else do we need out there? Billy Owens, Chris Mullin. Bosh. We got Bosh. Williams. Magic for assists. I don't think I want to take out anybody. I mean, I could try if anybody try this Magic out at the power forward position. If I can find him here, there he is. Guess we could try him out and see what happens. I feel like I'm gonna get just destroyed. Let's try it out. Unlimited or TTO. All right. I'm hesitant to do an unlimited because it's going to take a long time. That's what my hesitation is. I think I'm going to look at this here and see what we could do. So who was it that had some TTO specifics? So Mo Pete. Mo Pete had TTO specifics. And who else had a TTO specific? Works triple threat offline. I mean, that would be pretty easy to get if I wanted to just come in here. Is what Warwick. I can come in here and throw him in and do that cheese lineup. You know what I'm saying? There's Warwick. Also, if you guys are interested in tournaments, I host tournaments all month long. Just keep me posted on that. If y'all want to do it, just whisper me, and I'll try to get you in. Or if you want to comment in here, I'll try to get you in. I do Xbox, current, next gen, PS4, current, next gen, all that. Heh, got lucky. Man, this thing's not giving me my dashboard. There we go. Question to the chat. Are you saving your unopened reward packs in case the exchange finally gives you something good, or did you give up and take the MT? It varies. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. You know, it kind of depends on what it is. Ugh, that was ugly. Hey, well, let me dunk with this card. Man, it will not let me get a dunk with this card. Extra fairy and old packs. Can we talk about how jealous I am of you having extra Danny Fairy packs? Can we talk about that for a minute? Just wondering if it's worth even letting them sit or take the free 10K. I mean, I don't know. Like, so far, let's ask this question. Have we seen anything in the exchange that has really been like, oh, I gotta have that? I don't think we've had anything that's made any of us feel that way, have we? The heck is wrong with the CPU right now? It's hacking me. It's coming at me. Won't let this guy score. Jeez. We're going to GNG this up, and it still won't let him, like, pass to get a dunk. And then he just lays it in. Yeah, we haven't had anything. So, I mean, that kind of answers your question, I think, you know, on what you should do. I mean, for content purposes, will go after some of these exchange cards. But to be honest, like, even that Rudy LaRusso, I didn't think it was all that great. I didn't think Lou Hudson was all that great, so I don't have either of those cards, although I'm kind of close. Earlier today, I like unpacked a whole bunch of like those exchange cards, like Chris Middleton, and it's just because I had a bunch of extra cards. It wasn't anything special, you know. That's my opinion. So like, if you're more into getting the premium cards or like updating your budget lineup, I mean, 10K could do a lot for you, right? You could get some pretty decent cards, or have enough, MT to try out some cards while you're doing your XP grind, or it could just get you a card you need for the XP grind without having to sell somebody that's part of your main rotation. You know, that's my thought on that. And of course, I say that, and they'll probably put somebody really good out there for the next season. I would, right now there's 3 weeks to go. So, over the next 3 weeks, I don't know. And then it'll be something ridiculous too. Can you imagine if they put a dark matter card in there? It's going to be like, a dozen opals or some nonsense. I'm exaggerating, of course, but like, I was looking to get these opals. You need to like give up like 6 pink diamonds, and it just seems like a ridiculous amount of cards to give up for this exchange too. It doesn't seem to be fair or even. I just don't agree with it, and like original owners and everything else. Very good question. Very good question. I ask myself that all the time. Like, should I save this? It's like I got a Vernon Maxwell sitting up there. I don't know if you guys seen it before. I did, the 68-0 grind, and then, or not 68-0, but did the grind to get Maxwell, and then come back and got through the opal tier again, and they gave me another card, and that was cool. So I just kind of hung on to them because I thought maybe they'd get us something, but no, not really anything worthwhile. I hate playing the CPU, if you want to know the truth. It's like just boring. Just rather wait until the GOAT cards are here. Assuming we're getting GOAT cards, I hope we get some all 99 cards. I just don't know how many all 99 cards we're going to get. I imagine we're going to get quite a few just because we did last year. I know in years past they gave us some all 99 cards too. I didn't play 2K MyTeam until 2K20, but I heard that they had like some in the token market too that were really, really good, like some all 99 cards in the token market. So who knows? They might bring that back. They might put some GOAT cards in the token market, do some really cool stuff. It feels good to get some bump steals that go my direction for once. Just trying to get these dunks in. How many dunks have we gotten so far in this game? Not enough. Not enough. It's only 4. He needs 11 for his agenda. Ish. Ugly. Ugly, ugly. Eeh. At this point, I'm just trying to win the game. I mean, I'd like to get a couple more dunks just to help out the stats for the XP grind, but at this point, I'm just trying to get through it. Get a win, and maybe Danny Ferry will show up right here on stream. Wouldn't that be cool, everyone? Danny Ferry. Yay! I'm practicing, okay? Yes, Danny Ferry. Does that sound convincing? I don't know, because I don't think I'm ever going to see Danny Ferry. That's why that's why I'm being so sarcastic here. I don't think I'll see Danny Ferry. I tried for Dissinger. I did several hundred games for Dissinger. Never saw him. Don Hole came pretty fast. I want to say less than 20 games. I didn't see Kermit. Sorry to yawn on y'all. Yeah, I didn't see Kermit. Eek. Come on now. There we go. At least we got some dunks. If any of y'all watching are new, you like what you see, I'd really love a follow. I don't have to have subs or anything, but I'd really love a follow. I actually apologize for this. I got to take a short little wellness break. Won't take long. I'm going to run this ad just to get it out of the way. I'll be right back. All right. Folks will be back soon. And I just need to stand up from my chair and stretch for a minute. Can my mods let me know when the ad is done playing, please? Are my mods out there paying attention, or are they busy? Trying to wait and make sure the ad ended. Anybody in chat, if the ad ended, just go ahead and chat me so that we. And of course, one moderator saying she can't see ads. I was actually looking for Haley to answer. Thank you, Haley. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and open up this vault here. I didn't want to open the vault while you guys were watching an ad. And then it doesn't even open. Boo. This is horrible. 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 Absolutely horrible. How close are we to getting Michael Finley? 24 more. I have a feeling I'm going to see Michael Finley before I see Danny Ferry. To be honest, though, I'm starting to feel like I want Fat Lever the most. But look at that. I need 674 more. I should have grinded Triple Threat more in the other seasons. I mean, I've played 576 games, and we're on which season? Season 6. So, we're in the middle of season 6. So I'm doing about 100 a season. That's just not enough. I need to, what's the difference between Finley to Doug West? That's only 150 there. That was a big jump. 750, 850, 950. That's 250 to get to Peja. Another 250 to get to Fat. So I might see Fat Lever in 2 seasons. He'll be dated by then. I mean, I'd like to get him next season if I can. I really should get going on this and try to do like 20 or 30 TTOs a day. I don't know. I might be able to see Fat this season if I was to do 140 by 3, 300, 400. Yeah, I'd have to do 30 a day, huh? So you got 19 left. No, I'd have to do 35 a day. Yeah, I'd have to do about 35 a day in order to get in there. Ugh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna go and let's try to get this Warwick slams out. We almost got it in one shot, huh? Let's get these Warwick slams out and see how we're doing and progressing there. I used to really be into Triple Threat, and now I'm getting more into 5v5 this generation a lot. Y'all have big plans for the day-to-day? Grocery shopping, church, hang out, clean house. I'm all homebody type like that. Give me the vault karma. I could use some, bro. I could use some vault karma, some vault luck. I need 6 dunks with Hakeem Warwick here. No whammy, no whammy. Oh. Just go back to the barcade and get my Switch Pro controller that I forgot there last night. Yeah, dude, Switch Pro controllers. I like using the Switch Pro controller. What are some of your favorite Switch games? You play much Switch, or you just play like Mario Kart and whatnot? I've got like a half a dozen games I've been meaning to get on Switch. One of them is my Marvel game. What was it? Oh, geez, trying to remember the name of this Marvel game I bought over this. It's been a couple summers now. Ultimate Alliance 3. I want to play some Ultimate Alliance 3. Pac-Man 99 just came out. I've been contemplating spending $100 to $200 and getting probably about $150. Get a real nice joystick so I can play some Pac-Man 99 for fun. I might even stream that. I don't know. You guys let me know if you like seeing that kind of stuff. I'm pretty decent at Pac-Man. I got to say, I was done by my friend's work there, so I'm pretty sure it's still there where I left it. I left it since they were about to close. Yeah, I hope it's still there for you because those are actually pretty expensive controllers. They can cost between 50 and $80 depending on the sale or the day. I have this Super Smash Brothers. It's like a white and black one that looks pretty cool. I have one like that, and then I give my daughter one that looks like that, and then I have a regular Pro controller. I got a bunch of Joy-Cons too. I sometimes like using the Joy-Cons. I know there's drift and everything, but sometimes the Joy-Cons just feel cool depending on the game. Play Mario Kart, but Super Smash Bros. Pac-Man 99 is cool. Play Tetris 99. I played Tetris 99 a few times. I'm not a big Tetris person. Um, Not a real big Tetris person, but I suppose if I wanted to, I could be. Cause I could get into it. Like I'll start playing, I'll really get into it, and it's a lot of fun. That Pac-Man 99 is pretty cool. So people are saying some of the tricks Pac-Man 99 is just to hang out by the power pellets, eat them, eat as many ghosts as you can, and then go back and chill by the power pellet again, and just keep spamming that. So going back to my 2K20 ways, that's how I used to score all the time on triple threat. I'd be using Chasing McGrady, and I would just go and hit the hash like that and dunk on everybody. Or I'd go on 3-point hunt as I learned when I learned how to do the peekaboo, the peekaboo quick stop. You already have controller drift on the PS5 and you don't know. I haven't had anything like that on my PS5 yet. But I don't know. Like, is that a thing with those controllers? I just haven't used mine very much. I've been playing 2K on Xbox primarily. I should have called for the ISO. You picked up a Super Smash Brothers edition when you worked at Nintendo? Wait, what? When did you work at Nintendo? And what did you do for Nintendo? I want to hear this story. I always dreamed when I was a kid that I was going to work at Nintendo and make money playing video games. That was like my little kid dream when I was like 8 years old. And then my dad says, you can't make money playing video games. Ha ha ha. I should call Dad tomorrow and tell him. Anyways, what was I going to say? But no, he told me that. So I was like, well, I'll just become a video game programmer, or I'll just be someone that like gives people tips and tells them how to play the game. But yeah, it'd be cool working at Nintendo, I would think. Same sticks PS4s are bound to get drift. I didn't know the PS4 ones got drift. I never had a problem with my PS4 controllers, and I played quite a bit. I suppose I had one. I did have one set of controllers that kind of went bad on my PS3. My PS4. I'm trying to think. Did any of them go bad? I don't know. Maybe I've been lucky. Do you have a lot of dust that got in there? I know for the Nintendo controllers, if you travel with it a lot and they get a lot of dust or dirt, that will kill it. And you gotta. I don't recommend this. I'm not telling anybody to do this, but if you're inclined, technically inclined to do it, you could take it apart and just kind of clean the contacts and things. And that, shockingly, that's actually helped out a lot of people. Ooh, I didn't realize I'm losing this game. Hold on a second. You have warranty. That's good. I'm glad you have warranty. Yes, it is very annoying, and you clean them regularly. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They ever tell us what the true cause is of the drift? Because like Nintendo's got the drift. Sounds like Sony PlayStation has the drift. Xbox, I've been pretty lucky. I have Elite Pro controllers and regular Xbox controllers, like first, second gen. I have the like wireless ones, and then the newer Bluetooth ones. The old wireless ones, I can't believe I lost that game. I wasn't paying attention. The old wireless ones, I don't like them. They're not very good in my opinion. I like the newer Bluetooth ones that came out for the Xbox after like a year or two, whatever it was, on the Xbox One, and then the brand new controllers that are out on the Series X and Series S, as in Sam. Those are pretty nice. They feel a little smaller than my Elite. Like when I say a little smaller, I'm talking like just tiny hair smaller, and from that standpoint, it makes it a little harder for me to use it. But I still use them. You know, I was playing my next gen console. I was playing current gen software on the next gen console because I'd heard a rumor that it would the game would play smoother. Obviously, load times are faster, so if you're grinding, you could grind a little better. So I probably should get back on that because my TTO screens will load up a little faster and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, that was, that's the deal with all the different controllers, and then you could also use them on your PC if you do PC gaming or emulation or anything. You can just plug in a USB or just Bluetooth sync it, and then also like Bluetooth syncing it off to my phone and maybe doing some remote play and stuff from my phone on my Xbox. I kind of got that going, but I haven't done enough with it to decide if I like it or not. I think for the most part, if I'm gonna do portable gaming, it'll be like a Switch or a Nintendo DS. I love my Nintendo DS, my Nintendo Switch. They'll have drift issues eventually. So you think my Xbox Elite controllers eventually get the drift issues? I was having problems with my original Elite 2 that I bought last summer. My right trigger was starting to stick, and then it just kind of worked itself out. There's like some adhesive that kind of gets stuck in there, and then it'll, if it works itself out, cool. Or if not, then you got to send it in. If you want to take it apart yourself, you can. Look at that. We got our 550, so we got our money back on that coach. So we're able to get that 100 XP, and it didn't cost me anything. Outstanding. Oh, I know what I was going to look at. Sorry. Kind of bunny trailed here. Getting to talking. Work slams. I need 2 more slams. He needs 5 more rebounds. Let's do it. Xbox controllers, generally speaking, are higher quality. Although I prefer PlayStation controllers for like fighting games because the position of the D-pad versus the analog stick. It doesn't cramp my hand as much. I like Xbox controllers better for the triggers for like playing shooters like Call of Duty or Halo. Sports games, I used to like PlayStation better because PlayStation used to play a lot more smoothly for games like Madden football. I'm a big Madden football guy too. And I don't know, now things are getting to be pretty even. So I lean more Xbox for that. You're right. Quality parts definitely counts, and yeah, everything wears out. It's like on a car, right? Your parts are gonna wear out. It's not necessarily the age; it's the miles, baby. But age plays a part too. There we go. Drug him to the hoop. Got a dunk. PS5 is a mixture of PS and Xbox controller. Do I agree with that? Let me think about that. I got these 2 banana-looking controllers sitting on my bed right now in my bedroom. Oh, I got them pictured in my head. I like the size of the PS5 controller better. It's just it doesn't have. It's definitely a better controller than the PS3 and PS4 by far. It's definitely a better controller. I feel like. Let me get back to you on that. I feel like the Xbox controllers are still higher quality. Um, PlayStation get better, but there's something about the tactile feel of the parts that they use. I don't know. I don't know what it is that's different. But then again, I'm using a lot of Elite controller now. If I compare to that PS4, I guess it's the darn triggers. It's the triggers on the PS4 that I just don't feel comfortable at. The buttons, and D-pad are okay, and the analog sticks are definitely great, you know, compared to like a standard Xbox One controller. I would say the Xbox Series S and X, I think there's a little more to those. I don't know. I still feel like Sony is shortchanging us, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And don't get me started on Nintendo. Nintendo's supposed to have the best controllers ever. I mean, ever. I had this NES Advanced, joystick. I just loved that joystick when I was a kid. And I love the Super Nintendo controllers. 8-Bit Do, yeah, Nintendo just, oh man, they just disappoint me. 8-Bit Do has some cool stuff if you're into retro gaming and you're into Nintendo. Also, gosh, somebody made a dongle. Who was it? I'll have to get my phone and look this up. But a manufacturer made this USB dongle that runs Bluetooth, and you could use it to basically connect anything to almost any console. So like if you had one of those NES Classics or SNES Classics, there was a dongle out there that you could use, and it would allow you to connect, like, say, an Xbox controller to it. So you had that home button, or you could do the Switch Pro controllers, so you could have a home button with those series or those classic consoles and whatnot. You also could use an Xbox controller to play on your Switch or whatever, right? And I actually should get one of those. I've been meaning to get one. I should probably go snag one. Let me look at my Amazon cart and see. I used to use an adapter on a GameCube. It was just a little cable, and I could actually use PlayStation controllers on my GameCube. And the reason why I did that initially was it was cheaper, and also I could play some Soul Calibur on there, because Soul Calibur had like specific characters. You could be Link on the GameCube, and I think you could be Yoda on Xbox. And what was it on PlayStation? Who's the exclusive character on PlayStation? I can't remember. But it was just basically a splitter that allowed you to use it. Oh, that's a bad shot. And I also used it because I was short on controllers to do 4v4. So I would grab, that cable, which was like a third of the price of a controller, and I'd run that. How many dunks do I have? Sorry. I'm over here chit-chatting. Plenty of dunks. Now I just got to try to win the game. Ugh, he took me to the hole. Vader was a character too. Yeah, I think so. But wasn't Yoda a character on one of those? It was Yoda, and then it was Link. It was Link on. I remember it was Link on the GameCube, and then wasn't it Yoda on the Xbox, or was it Yoda and Vader? I can't remember. Now, was it Soul Calibur 2? Soul Calibur 3? And the SNES Switch gamepad rocks. I haven't had a chance to try that yet. I tried a regular NES one. It was okay. My hands are just old and big. It's feeling bad. Ooh, the Sega 6-button gamepad. Yes. Do I have a Sega 6-button gamepad sitting around for my Sega Genesis Classic? I am trying to remember if I do or not. Stand by on that. I need to go check on that. After I get done streaming, I'm actually going to check to see if I have one. I may have to buy one tonight online and try to get that taken. Why am I not playing well? I think I'm tired. And just been playing a ton. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, for Street Fighter, exactly. But I when I was a kid, I played Street Fighter in the arcade a lot, and then of course I played on my Super Nintendo. I didn't have a Genesis. I had a Super Nintendo growing up and a Nintendo. I wanted a Genesis, but I wanted the Super Nintendo more, because I was more into Mario and Zelda than I was Sonic. But a buddy of mine had a Genesis, and I used to go over and play Streets of Rage and Sonic and Golden Axe and Altered Beast and all kinds of cool games. Man, I'm a classic gamer aficionado. I got the old arcade 1-up cabs too. Like I got a Ninja Turtle arcade 1-up cab put together, and then I got a Pac-Man one I still need to put together, and a Street Fighter one I still need to put together. And then I also have a Marvel Superheroes one. Seems pretty cool. There we go. It's green. It's cash. It's money. I had Bosh. I allowed one of the friends at school and helped the other at home. Nice. I'm going to lose this game too and not open the vault. I do not like using a teamwork for a ball handler and a primary shooter and scorer. There we go. Now that his dunking's done, I just need a stop and a score. Stop and a score. Yeah, now I'm curious if I have one of those. Wasting all my summer job money. Dude, I used to waste all my money on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. I was so thankful when it came on for the Nintendo. And then there was that Turtles in Time. Was that the sequel that went on the Super Nintendo? And there was like a Ninja Turtles fighting game that was pretty cool too. I mean, it wasn't like my favorite thing. I wish I had played Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. That actually looked like a pretty cool game. Ah, no! Don't do this to me, 2K. No, 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 no. Okay. I got lucky. Yes. I just want to open the vault, you know what I'm saying? Turtles in Time is one of the best Konami 4-player games besides X-Men. Yeah, the X-Men game too. I want to get the X-Men arcade cab. I want to get the Mortal Kombat one. I may, you know what I might do for fun is also my YouTube channel and Twitch if I get the video running good. But primarily for YouTube is just do like YouTube video of my arcade cabs, put them together, buy them, put them together, use them, do little reviews there. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I really, really like the arcade one-up stuff because it makes it affordable. Obviously, I'd like the old school arcade cabs, but then they're hard to move around, hard to maintain. These others might have a little more support with them because it's easier to get parts, you know. But yeah, I want to get my whatchamacallit, the 6-button controller taken care of. And guys, I need to use the restroom. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see if this vault will open. And if it opens, maybe, just maybe, it'll be Danny Ferry. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I'm going to see Danny Ferry? X-Men 8-player cab was my jam. Yeah, and then one of my best friends does pinball and arcade repair. You can own those machines, which need to understand things like how to read a circuit diagram, component soldering, so you can fix your own stuff. I actually can do that pretty easily and always rely on somebody else. I could actually do that. I don't know. I just don't want to have to hassle with it. But maybe I should. And this vault didn't open again. Ooh, made me so mad. So mad, 2K. Why you gotta do me like that, 2K? Ugh. 2K hates me. No glitch market. No nada. Ugh. No glitch market. No nada. Did we at least get the XP, John? Yeah, it looks like we got the XP done. Did we? Yes, we got work slams. Williams scores. Yeah, we did the work slams at least. Work needs 3 more rebounds. Yeah, I want to take a little break from that. Got a Nintendo Switch recently, but I barely used it. What games do you have on it, Tammy? I have quite a few on my Switch and for the kids too. We like Mario Kart, we like Mario Tennis, we like Mario Odyssey. I like Zelda Breath of the Wild. What else have I played a ton on Switch? Dynasty Warriors. I want to get that new Hyrule one. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones there. The Switch is a really, really cool system. I love it. Mario Kart, Mario Odyssey. That's cool, man. So my kiddo is actually still awake, and it's 5:30 in the morning. Breath of the Wild 2 should be pretty awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm a big Nintendo geeker, so you guys get me talking about Nintendo all night. What else do I have on that Switch? We have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I got like the new Mario games. Like they had that Mario kind of like 3D All Star one that had the old GameCube game Mario Sunshine that I never finished on the GameCube. Now I have a chance to finish it on the Switch. Super Mario, new Super Mario Brothers, and the Luigi U game. What else do we have? There's something else that I think I bought recently too. Paper Mario. We haven't played that yet. I'm trying to get my youngest daughter into that. She likes Roblox. My youngest daughter is really into Roblox. So is my older daughter. My oldest daughter's into Roblox too. But what else? What else did we get on that thing? That's Sonic Racing, Crash Bandicoot Racing. I don't know. And then for me, I like playing some of the older games. I have like the classic NES and Super NES Online sitting out there. But there was something else I was playing too on it. I just can't remember for the life of me what else it was. I was playing puzzle games like Captain Toad. Yeah, I've Captain Toad and the Treasure Trackers. That's another good one too. There was that Rabbids, Mario Rabbids, whatever it's called. That one's pretty cool. Yeah, Nintendo is king to me, man. I love Nintendo games. I need to check out this Indie World Showcase. But Super Mario 3D World, they ported over from the Wii U. I picked that up for my kids and I, Bowser's Fury. I don't know, my oldest daughter doesn't like Super Mario 3D World, but I think I'm going to get her into it one way or another. And then we picked up the Mario Kart Live home circuit. I got the Mario and Luigi cars. We got a house that has hard floors, and it's a ranch style, so I'm hoping to get the floors cleared, space cleared a little bit, so that way they can run those around. We haven't done that yet. I don't know. And then I got a PlayStation VR for my daughter for Christmas. I still haven't put that together. I need to get the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. That's what I need to get. This Hades game is actually pretty cool. I'm actually on Nintendo's website right now because I can't remember what games we were rocking. There's like some like monster game too I was playing. Monster Hunters maybe it was. Stardew Valley. I wouldn't mind getting back on that. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. I'm trying to think of stuff that's like Nintendo specific though. Splatoon. I guess Splatoon 3 is coming out. I wouldn't mind Mario Golf. That's coming out next. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Yes, please. See, I'm behind on stuff. I do so much 2K'ing. You guys got me thinking about Nintendo stuff now. You guys will have to let me know if you guys would like a Nintendo stream sometime, if I can get my setup back to where I want it. That way I can stream other consoles too. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you'd like that. I want to get a Game & Watch Super Mario Brothers 2 before they sell out, because those are out of production, by the way. If you guys are into that, those are out of production. What else did I get the kids? I'm trying to remember what else I got the kids. Like, I got some Pokemon games. Luigi's Mansion 3. We've got that. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I got that for myself. I like the Luigi's Mansion 3 as well. I need to play more of it. Astral Chain is another good one. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. It's a Dr. Mario World, huh? I haven't played that. Super Mario Maker 2. Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer featuring Legends of Zelda. We have that. We don't have Yoshi's Crafted World yet. Probably should grab that. Should probably grab We have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, obviously Super Smash. I don't know. I think that's the extent of it. Captain Toad Treasure Trackers, Mario Tennis Aces. That's the other. That was the Mario Tennis game I was thinking of. Um, just some cool stuff, man. I love Nintendo. That was arguably my first love at home, and then of course my DS. I got a ton of stuff on the DS. It's just absolutely wild on the DS. So much on the DS, I just can't even keep track. Literally, just can't even keep track. I got a Mario 2DS. There's a Mario 3DS coming. Oh, speaking of Ninja Turtles, there's that new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge. Looks just like the old school arcade cab ones, man. I can't wait. It's got the old cell shaded graphics going to it. It looks really, really good. I'm really excited to play it. The turtles look like kids, though. The turtles are a little too small compared to everybody else. I know that's how it was in the comic books to a point, but they look overly small. They look overly small in this. Oh, how old am I? Everyone keeps asking me that. Favorite Mario Kart character for me? Favorite Mario Kart character? I use Donkey Kong a lot just because he's got a little more speed and it makes sure that I could keep winning against the kids. My other one that I like to use obviously is Mario. But it's either Donkey Kong or Mario for me. Sometimes Yoshi. I like either balance or a lot of top end speed. Bowser's a no because he doesn't have enough acceleration. But I'll get Donkey Kong with like a motorcycle, and he's great. As far as my age, I am 42 years young. I'll be 43 this summer. So I was born in '78. And it was around 1980, 1981. Whenever Pac-Man first came out, that's when I played my first video game in an arcade. Went to the arcade with my brothers. We were at the Pueblo Mall, I think, in Pueblo, Colorado, and they put a chair in front of the arcade cab. They stood me on the chair, and they stood on either side of me. My older brothers are 9 and 10 years older than me. Stood on either side of me, let me play the game. My first time playing an arcade game, played Pac-Man, the original Pac-Man. Ton of fun, man. I really, really enjoyed that. And it's a great memory for me. I love my older brothers for that. And then my dad bought us an Atari, so I played Atari for a long time. It wasn't until I was 10 years old that my parents could actually afford to get me a Nintendo, so I got an NES. So I missed out on some stuff. And then after that, my dad had a better job and was able to make a little more money. And so I had a Nintendo when I was 10. And then for my 13th birthday, we moved to a new town, new old town, if you will. We moved from Lamar to Boulder City, Nevada. Then we moved from Boulder City, Nevada on up to Denver here and Denver, Colorado. And I didn't have friends. I was going to start school. And for my birthday, my dad was like, man, you've been so good during the move. I helped my parents, do stuff. And my dad bought me a Super Nintendo for my birthday. And so I had the Super Nintendo, and that was really cool. And then when I was in college, I bought a PS1. And then when I was on my own working, that's when I bought a PS2. Actually, I bought a GameCube first. And then I bought an Xbox, original Xbox, and a PlayStation 2. I think I bought the PlayStation 2 next, and then I bought the original Xbox. And I've just been back into hardcore gaming ever since. I kind of took a little hiatus when I was in college because I was busy. But yeah, I love video games. I'm around the same age as your parents. Right on. Are they big Nintendo fans too? What does JGB mean, bro? What year did the PS2 release? 2K, Y2K. It was 2000. Um, it was around the fall of 2000 or maybe holiday 2000. I remember it because Y2K was going on, and or maybe Y2K had already occurred, but it was DVD. It just released, right? So that was a big deal. The PS2 was a DVD player, so I got it instead of buying a DVD player, so that way I could watch movies and play my games. So that was pretty cool. The Xbox also doubled as that. If you got you had to get the little icon though. You had to get that little icon looking IR reader and put it into one of the ports to have a controller to use the Xbox that way though. Oh, just got back. Right on, bro. It's good to see you, Optimal. I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Appreciate all of you guys. Man, just what a great feeling it is to have people watch and converse and break some of the video game loneliness. We all kind of get in our own bubble and stuff. So tech is so cool, so rad. Thank you so much for watching me tonight and and this morning and being a part of things. I'll try to get on stream more often. I'm going to try to do this as often as I can. And I think I'll just start streaming when I grind. It won't be anything serious. I'll still be on to talk to people, but I'll be doing the grind. And y'all can watch me do that. And there'll be times where I'm really engaged and we're going to rock out and play a lot of Unlimited and stuff. And I'm going to try to get this computer situation resolved soon. If I don't, rebuild my laptop, then maybe my daughter's computer will be just enough horsepower to get it done. And I may eventually just buy another computer completely for myself. But man, I just really appreciate y'all. I really do. Google Slides is a pain. Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there. I don't like having to do presentations and using different things. It's just never any fun. Never any fun. Do you guys like Call of Duty? No one in your family's into gaming? That sucks. I mean, man, you gotta have some gaming friends. Any of your friends into gaming? I love Battlefront. Y'all, mom and dad are gamers. That's tight, dude. That's so tight. My kids are gamers. I'm a gamer. My brothers are gamers. My parents are not gamers. My parents are older generation though. They're in their 70s. I don't even know if my dad ever even played video games much, if ever at all. My mom definitely not. And then my grandparents are, when they were alive, they're very old. So I don't even know if they knew what video games were until the 90s or so. My grandmother was like 101 when she died, and then my grandfather died in the 80s. They're both born around the turn of the century, 1916 and 1900, somewhere in there. Old generation I was raised by. I'm playing the MOBA game Ragnarok. They had the Family Computer too. Oh yeah. I never played much for computer games till I got older. Counter-Strike is cool too. Yeah, I like Halo. As far as first-person shooters go, Halo, Mech Assault, the old Mech Assault. It was actually kind of FPS style, and then of course Battlefront. Man, who didn't love Battlefront 2 on the original Xbox and PlayStation 2? That was such a cool game, man. I absolutely love that. Tekken Tag. Tekken Tag is one of my jams, man. Tekken Tag. If they had such a thing back then as playing comp, I'd have been really hard to beat on the Tekken Tag. I tell you that much. I would have destroyed people on Tekken Tag. Yeah, that was my fighting game right there. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. You haven't liked the recent Call of Duties? Yeah, me neither. I'm just trying to find somebody to raid real quick. Raptors Bench Mob, he's playing COD. Or do you guys want to see more 2K channels running right now? I really don't know any of these other gamers. So I really don't want to take you to a channel I don't know, but I do know Raptors Bench Mob. You want to see another 2K channel? Let me see what I can find. Hang on. There's a guy playing, looks like he's playing Triple Threat. Because everybody else is like in Park and in different things. It's a guy called Air Up There Run. Let's go raid him. I don't even know who he is. Let's go make a new friend. Let's make a new friend. Yes, Optimal. Raid THGR 8 Nico. Who is that? Who is that person? Yeah, but who are they? What do they do? They're doing 2K? Are they cool? He's a friend of yours. Is he good? Is he good content person? He's just getting started. And he's on live right now. Okay. Alrighty, guys. I love you all. Thank you. I hope you all have a very blessed day. Thank you very, very much for watching me play. And I'll stream again soon, and we'll all get together soon, okay? Take care. You too, Kron. Thank you, brother. I don't know if this thing's going to take us over or not. I'm waiting on it. Thank you, Optimal. Take care. Kobe said Mamba out. I'm going to say Papa Pack out.